And now for something completely different.
Well, welcome to the show. Back to the show, Metal-O-Maniacs, man. And as you can see, the badassery continues because I'm joined by my new friends out of Australia. Thraxas, what's up, you guys? How you doing tonight?
Good. Not bad. How are you going, man?
So much better now that I'm talking to you two, I got to tell you.
You're too sweet, man. You're too sweet.
Well, dude, I've been a fan. See, people who follow the show know that we played. I'm a big HP Lovecraft guy, but we'll get to that. We'll get to how I discovered you guys and fell in love with you guys in a second. But to kick things off, for those who do not know yet, please introduce yourselves.
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm Bull. I'm basically founder of the band. I've spent many years bringing it all together, and I'm the vocalist and the guitarist, basically in short terms, and I'll let Alex sort of go on with that.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm also a lead guitarist alongside Bull. I basically help organize tours and organize all the merch and shit. So yeah, it's fucking awesome. I've been in the band for about 3 years now. So yeah, It's fucking awesome.
Alex helps with a lot of that side. So basically she keeps us all together like a tight knit unit, basically. I've basically came up with the name and things like that. And long story short, I've been doing this since I was about 12 years old. So it's longer than that. It's been like 13 years or something like that. And so now we've got basically the best, tightest lineup we've ever had in all of our time. And as you can see, we're all doing this now. And yeah, we got new shit coming. So I want to give a massive shout out to all the guys in the band for helping create everything. I can't do it without you guys. And yeah. Thank you.
Who are the other two? Who are the other two guys in the band? As a matter of fact, yeah, let's give them some love.
So funny enough, we have a Dan in our band. There's Dan Andrews on the bass, and there's also Isaac Easterbrook on the drums.
Fuck yeah, killer! And that's all in time for this fucking EP, man. Which I got to tell you, Planetary Terrorism. We play it over and over again in the studio here, for real. It's become a gem of a favorite around here, my friends.
Oh man, that actually means so much. That honestly is one of the best things I've ever heard. Thank you so much.
Now that's one of the best things I ever heard right there. On our 25th or 26th listen, I was like, man, somebody get those guys on the show. Let's do this. So yeah, I appreciate you doing it.
So that's awesome. That's fucking awesome.
Well, yeah, that's honestly heartwarming, man. You kind of made my whole fucking night, and that's already been a whole night. So thank you.
Yeah, well, and I'm catching you late. It's the time difference. I'm catching you late, but. Well, let me give everybody a little background here too. Everybody who follows our show knows I have a big affinity for HP Lovecraft. I'm an HP Love. My sleeve here is all HP Lovecraft monsters. I got, that's all HP Lovecraft. And my Cthulhu's right here. So I'm always looking for metal related HP Lovecraft stuff. So when you guys roughly 2 years ago now, right? I mean,
yep.
Yeah, right around 2 years ago, the Cthulhu Rising single came out, which we played on the show, and I was a big fan of that single. So it plugged me in, man. I had to hit that like button on your social media shit. So when I knew Planetary Terrorism was coming, and I've been excited for it, and man, you didn't let me down. I'm telling you.
I appreciate that so much. Thank you, man. Fucking oath.
well, let's take it from the top a little bit. You said you started this band at a young age. Give me the progression. Give me the progression of how you formed this lineup as it currently is.
Well, basically, we've had our drummer Isaac. He's been longest serving besides me. Basically, it's been me and him. We had a lot of lineup changes, and then one day we ended up finding Alex, and she ended up hitting us up, and she wanted to play because we were looking for people to audition with, and she actually just blew everyone out of the fucking ballpark, man. Anyone and everyone around here in this area, pretty much it was no sort of decision needed. We were just yep, that's it. We got Alex, and then from there, man, we had a bassist in between, and he pretty much left around the time Alex joined in, and he went to do his own separate path sort of thing of life. He's now a landscaper, and of course, best of luck and all the best wishes to him. But we ended up finding Dan, thankfully enough, right around that time. And he came in, and now it's just been a steady, progressive lineup, man. It's been the best one so far. Like, I feel the writing and the like cohesiveness of being a tight unit is all coming together, where Isaac is just like that amazingly tight, like fucking thunderous drum god. And then you just like with mine and Alex's style, we're very, very different, but it coheses in such a way that I find it really, really works, man. So it's pulled us tighter together, basically. Without, long story short, basically really, really helped. This lineup's been easily the best and the easiest to work with, and you know, look what we're doing now. So, you know, long live this fucking lineup, my man.
Fuck yeah, man. Long live it. Well, and I love letting my ears play back and forth between you two in particular on this, man. So that's a real treat for me, you know. What made you decide to reach out and say you wanted to be a part of this, Alex? What was it about this band, you know? What was it that said, yeah, I'm going to jam with these cats?
I think I like first saw the name and I was like, oh, Thraxas, that's fucking cool. And then I like sort of had to listen to their music, and I was like, this is just fucking awesome. And then yeah, pretty much I like reached out, and they were like, oh, are you like auditioning or are you asking for your boyfriend? And I was like, no, I want to play. And it was funny. It was really funny coming into the audition room because they were sort of like, I don't know. And then I played, and they were like, yep, done.
Well, I have to ask you, what was your mindset? Did you go in there like, I'm going to kill it? Or were you like, man, the bar is high, you know, I got to go, you know, were you nervous, or were you like, no, I got this?
I was shitting myself because it was like my first ever band, and I was like pretty intimidated by these guys because I was like, fuck, these guys are good. And I was like, oh yeah, it was just, I walked in there and I was like, oh my God, like what if they don't like me? But then I think we have a really good chemistry between all of us.
Oh, yeah.
It works really well. Like these guys are like my brothers. Like I can talk to them about anything. I can write with them so easily. Like it's just, I don't feel any like pressure or like stress with these guys. So it's such a good lineup. Like
very cohesive unit. Fucking oath.
Yeah.
Fucking oath.
Hey, you know, when the ingredients are right, it doesn't feel like work anymore, you know?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
Oh, but that's it. That's one thing that I do want to state is like with you know, I've had people where they may seem like, how do I put this? Basically, like I don't really care who the fuck you are or what you look like or, you know, what you claim to be or anything like that. If it works and it's going to work, then it will just come together like glue, man. And it always shines through in the ways that, you know, like for a lot of the scene, I want to like, I know a lot of women especially don't, you know, have a very hard time trying to break through into that scene and like being accepted within their male peers. So, you know, I really find that also getting a like chance to like shine a light on that really helps.
You know, I think metal is one of those genres where we just, what you bring to the table. Man. Yeah, right. Exactly. It's
just all inclusive. Yeah.
So true. You know, if you shred, I don't give a fuck. You could be a 3-foot alien with 3 eyes on the back of your fucking head, and we don't care, man. For, you know, come and be a part of our thing with us. You know, it's
just it's all inclusive, man. No matter what you look like, who you are, it's just, you know, it's all about the music and being like together as one, man. Like straight up, and that's what we really want to push. No matter how hard like we look intimidating or terrifying or like, you know, who we are, it's always an inclusive thing, regardless of who the fuck you are. We don't care. We just want everyone to come in, enjoy it, and love it, man.
And fucking jam. Yeah. Well, and let's be honest, it didn't hurt, I'm sure, that she came in and just destroyed the fucking place, because as a result, the album's silly. I love the guitar work on it. I love the drum work on it. I do. It's a solid fucking EP. It's fucking, you know, came out right at the perfect time, by the way, man. Everything, you know, summertime blaze. You know.
Yep. Fucking oath. Yep.
Perfect. Well, let me ask you this though. As the world is returning, you guys, we pointed out, I think we said already that you guys are based out of Australia, so it's a different part of the world than I'm talking to you from. But are you seeing shows return? Are you back on some stages yet, or how's that look right now? Is that still a little bit off in the distance, or?
It needs fucked.
Yeah, basically everything down here is where we're still locked down. I think basically until you're like double vaccinated and the whole country gets to a double vaccinated state within our state borders, we will be able to go back to like some, you know, prerequisites of, or some like we'll be able to go back to some like freedoms and things like that. But until those prerequisites of being double vaccinated and little tiny things within the system come together, then we're pretty much still locked down within a 5 kilometer. So I don't know how you equate that in miles, like 2 to 3 mile lockdown radius basically within our homes now. So it's pretty fucking crazy, man.
Holy
like
shit.
yeah, there's only essentials open, so it's really crazy.
I was hoping that this was coming to an end, you know, just a couple of weeks ago. It feels like we were talking about the emerging from this cocoon of sorts. And now here we are with a lot of scary news seeming to come back. I'm starting to hear a lot of tours being canceled again. I'm starting to hear,
there's apparently a thing where musicians now are shows in our areas now, like in our state of Australia. A lot of them are requiring a double vaccination passport and things like that. So you have to prove you are fully vaccinated to be able to even play shows, and like it's pretty much come at a cost. So, you know, we all want live shows to return. I want the gym to return. Alex can vouch for that. She wants the gym to return. So, you know, we just want to go back to our normal lives, normal living, go back to playing fucking metal and destroying it, man. Like
whatever it takes at this point. You know, I would give me the vaccine in the form of a horse pill that I have to shove in my asshole, and I will do it. I will do it. Let's go. I need the shows back. Whatever I gotta do, man.
Yep. We haven't played. Our last show was when was our last show, Alex?
June.
June. There you go. That's it's literally been like I can't even remember. It feels like it's been fucking years since we've had a show.
Well, how are you able to do like any kind of practice at all? Is everything just being individually worked on at this point, or?
Pretty much we aren't able to practice, man. Like it's just stuck in lockdown. Like we just send ideas to each other and things like that, and we just work on our own little bits and pieces and hoping that we can just get back to it like as soon as possible, pretty much.
So does that mean you were robbed of a proper release party for this EP then and everything, right?
Yeah, pretty much. We organized a tour for August, which was last month, and we were doing a whole Oz tour, and the whole thing got canned. And then we tried to postpone it to next year, and then Isaac now has to go in to have surgery for his shoulder. So it's just everything's been called off now. It's just like a domino effect. It's just fucked.
Ugh.
So, yeah.
Well, you know that it probably that being the circumstance, it has to feel extra good to get this EP at least out into the world right now. Then, you know, something for us Thraxas fans to feast on while the pieces get put back together, as it were. I guess
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So what's his prognosis? Is he getting surgery and is he going to be right back on the shelf, or is he gonna? Is he down and out for a good bit, or?
I'm just going to answer this first part properly, and I'll just answer this first part, and I'm sure Isaac will say this, but yeah, he's kind of a fucking idiot for falling through 2-story roof. So, I mean, if you don't fall through roofs, then yeah, you'll be fine, man. Don't worry about it. You'll be able to drum fucking sweet. But yeah, prognosis, don't fall through a fucking roof. But yeah, you're good.
You got to tell me more, man. You got to give me a little more on that one.
It's actually not really that interesting. It's just I'm sure he would tell it better, but he actually was working he was a roofer. He's a roofer down here, and he was working on a skylight or something like that, and something was loose, and he just fell straight through and just landed on his ribs. Him and his boss actually fell through the roof, and his boss is a mate of mine, and they both fell through. The boss was fine, but he kind of ate it all up his ribs, and everything else fucked his shoulder. And I give him massive shout out, because he still came in and did the EP with a fucked shoulder and things like that, and like still pushed through on a lot of shit. So I'll give him massive amounts of kudos. But
very metal.
I guess the biggest thing is I'm very glad that even though we're in lockdown, we can still get him into surgery before things sort of really take off again, man. So
right,
right.
Timing wise, at least. Right. Yeah. Timing wise, it might be a blessing in disguise because you're kind of right. You're on the shelf, as it were, anyway. So,
Yep.
wow.
So hopefully get him back up to running, and he no more falling through fucking roofs.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Damn, that's crazy. Well, then your task then is so when he's back to form, then your task is to have a shitload of new material for him to get his ass working on, right? I mean,
We already do.
Pretty much. Yeah. We've been showing him some ideas and some things, and he's pretty much waiting to ride that horse again.
Oh, fuck yeah. If there's one positive to come out of all of this kind of being stuck alone, is the art is definitely being made. I mean, the writing process is on fire from a lot of bands that we're talking to these days. Is that the case for you as well?
Yeah.
I'd say for me, for my part of like writing, it's sort of here and there. Like, I don't know for Alex. What would you think about this, Alex?
I have like spurs, like I can't force write. I can't sit down. I think that's why we don't like go into prac and go, all right, we're going to write a fucking song today. It just doesn't work. So I think we kind of like send each other shit. We use Guitar Pro. So we like tab everything in and then just send it to each other. Bull writes all the lyrics. So like pretty much we finish the song, Bull writes the lyrics, and then we give it to Isaac to just lay his tracks down. But yeah, pretty much I think we do work collaboratively, but I think it's just easier for us once we have that like spur that we just quickly write shit down and then send it. Because if like for me, if I get put in a room, just fucking write something, nothing will come out. Like, I don't know, something just shit will come out. So yeah, we don't use that stuff.
Right. I totally get it actually. So
Yeah.
I'm the guy that's, I'll leap out of bed at 2:00 in the morning and run to a notebook. So, that's.
Yeah, that's basically. I'll agree with Alex on that. That's also me in a down to a T. I will sit there at work or things like that and hear certain words or things and go, oh wow, this sounds really good with this, and like put it together, and then I'll be having to drive a forklift carrying 5 ton, thinking about like, man, I gotta run and get this down somewhere, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like it comes on in those sort of waves, but sitting down and trying to put everything out onto the table is not an easy task. Like for us, we find it sort of, you can't just come in and go, yeah, we'll just put that and throw that. It's really a spur sort of thing. As Alex said, I'll agree 100% with that.
Yeah. I had a guy tell me in a band recently, like, I'm not a performing monkey. You don't just put a fucking spotlight on me and tell me to go. That's not how it works. It kind of inspiration is gone, So
I fucking agree with that.
I dig that shit. I dig. Well, that's fucked up because I completely am a performing monkey. That's like my whole gig, So
you just jump on and do it, man. Yep.
No, I mean more the monkey part, but anyway. That's one of the nicest things they call me around here as a fucking monkey. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, man, so how much fun was it to make the video though? How were you able to pull that off on kind of under these circumstances? Well, tell me a little bit about the behind the video we're going to play tonight.
Do you mean the concrete video?
I do, yes.
Oh, that one we actually recorded while we were recording the EP. So we've got that, and we're also releasing a documentary, like an in the making of, in a few weeks, which is cool.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Yeah, this process was like way different. So I thought it'd be cool to like give fans an insight as to like what we did. But yeah, so pretty much all of that was filmed before lockdown. So I just bought a camera in, showed the guys how to use it. Everyone helped out. And yeah, we just pretty much just did the entire thing ourselves. So
DIY, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, tell me more about the documentary. That's pretty cool. Is that going to be on YouTube? Do you guys have a kick-ass YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, building it.
Oh, yeah, I get it. We're struggling to build our YouTube channel because they keep throwing off our videos. They say we cuss too much and all that shit. But we're trying to build a YouTube following, but we have better luck elsewhere so far. But so I get it. But well, that's cool though. So the documentary, what do you already have a release date for when that'll be able to be viewed? I'd like to check that out myself.
Well, we're going to release it just before the EP. So once we announce that release date, we'll announce it release it just before.
Awesome.
So just a little hype before you get the EP sort of thing. So yeah.
Awesome. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Well, you know, I'll be lined up and ready because I'm a fan. I'm a fan of you guys and a fan of what you're doing.
That's awesome.
Oh man, that means the world to us. Thank you.
Well, what do you say? Are we ready to play Concrete Cowboy for everybody or what?
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. Let's lay it on him.
Yeah, give me a little background on the song before we punch him in the face with it.
So basically, in one sentence, the best way I could say it is there's no more country for the outlaws, basically. So it's about all the outlaws, you know, basically succumbing to the government, and we're entering that concrete age. So
yeah, man.
You know,
what used to be the dusty trail is a concrete fucking ride now, baby, right?
dude, see, you said it the best, man. See, I think you fucking got it better than anyone. Hell yeah.
I fucking love you, brother. I got to party with you guys sometime, man.
When we come to the US, for sure, I can't
Oh,
wait.
see,
You
yeah.
fucking bet. You bet. Send us an invite, and yeah, well, I'll show you some interesting Australian party techniques.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it already. I'm looking for, you know, my
You know.
father-in-law lives in Australia, so maybe we'll get out there to see you guys at some point. That'd be kick-ass.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
Dude, I fucking love that.
Scully's father lives in Australia, so there you go. Yeah, we have a direct tie to you. Well, speaking of that, real quick before we do play the song, once you do get back to tours, I mean, you guys there's a lot of bands Australia's kicking ass right now with the metal, man. And it seems like every single week now I am playing a kick-ass brand new band doing something out of Australia. So though it might be a little on shutdown, but the art is definitely coming. So that's a beautiful thing to be a part of.
Sitting inside of that like pocket of great Australian musicians, you know, it's just, you know, I could only imagine what it's like in America, but seeing it down here is even fucking, you know, it's truly heartwarming because a lot of these people you end up knowing or you see throughout the scene and you just go, wow, like, you know, it's, you know, considering we come from tiny fucking towns and, you know, there's not really much to do out here or, you know, things to really participate in. It's great to see people actually getting into music again and like trying to reinvent the wheel as opposed to, you know, destroying it.
Well, if you ask me, that's why metal is stronger now than it's ever been. And I'm old, man. I'm an old motherfucker. I go way back. I turned 50 this year. Don't tell nobody. Shh, that's a secret. But I'm old as shit. See, so it's my opinion that metal's stronger today than it's ever been. Even better than in its heyday, even better than in the early fucking Master of Puppets days. Metal today is stronger than it's ever been, and it's because there's so many kick-ass bands, and it's because of bands like you guys. No bullshit. I mean that.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
Fuck
you.
yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Well, truly, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you hanging out with us here at Metal-O-Mania because I'm a fucking fan.
Thank you for having me.
Don't worry, we're a fan of you now, man. You're a fucking legend.
I love you guys, man. Well, hey, on that note, we got to play Concrete Cowboy now, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Man.
Fuck yeah. Well, here we go, man. And ladies and gentlemen and Metal-O-Maniacs out there, if you are not already following this band and showing them the love, shame on you. Get it done. Show them the love right now. Let's do it. Concrete Cowboy. Thanks for hanging out, you guys.
Thanks.
Thank you, man.
Hey, it's Alex from Thraxas, and you're watching Metal-O-Mania with The Crypt. Fuck yeah.
Isn't that one a real smash?